morning, students. In the last class, we have discussed about what is conflict serializability. We have given one example for better understanding. So now I am teaching another example so that you will understand the concept in a proper way. If you have any doubts regarding any topic, feel free to comment, give the comments or ask the questions in the comment section so that I can able to answer your questions. Okay, so come to this question. They have given a schedule S which consists of two transactions, and they have given two operations in transaction 1, one operation in transaction 2. So what is conflict serializability? If a given schedule S is conflict equivalent to any of its serial schedules, then we will say that it is conflict serializability. So first we need to find how many serial schedules are possible. As the number of transactions are 2, so we can have 2 factorial number of serial schedules are possible. So 2 factorial is equal to 2 serial schedules are possible. What are the 2 serial schedules are? One is that perform all the operations in the transaction 1, then perform the transaction 2. Then whereas second one is transaction 2, you perform all the operations in the transaction 2, then perform the operations in transaction 1. So these are the 2 serial schedules are possible. If the given schedule is conflict serializability, then it should be conflict equivalent to either this schedule or this schedule. It can be or it should not be both. It should be conflict equivalent to any of its serial schedule. Okay. So now let's see. First we will see S1. We will check what is the S1. I will perform all the operations of T1 first, then T2. This is one serial schedule. So first, if I want to check they are conflict equivalent or not, I need to find what are the conflict operations possible in the given schedule and what are the conflict operations possible in S1. So do that. So let me start the conflicting operations finding. Read of A, write of A. It is a conflict operation. So what is this conflict operation says? R1 of A to W2 of A. What is the meaning? R1 of A, W2 of A meaning is that there is a read operation in transaction 1. This is a read operation in the transaction 1 on a data item A. Write operation on the transaction 2 on a data item A. So this is creating a conflict. Any other thing I can find? No. So come to this write A. Write A and write A, this is creating a conflict. So what is this conflict? W2 of A to W1 of A. This is another conflict operation. Okay. So this one also we have finished. Now we will come to this write of A. If there should be a conflict operations, after this write A, there should be some operations in the transaction 2 where they are not available in the given example. So I can say that this write A will not create any conflicts with the other operations in the transaction 2. So we can say that these are the 2 conflict operations possible in the given schedule S. Now we will check what are the conflict operations possible in the S1. Okay, what is that one? Read A, write A. Yeah, R1 of A to W2 of A. This is one conflict operation. Then the next conflict operation is W1 of A to W2 of A. Okay, so whether we have finished with finding the number of conflict operations or not? Yes, we have finished. Because after this one there are no other operations in the transaction 1. So how many conflict operations we found? We found 2 conflict operations. So when I can say that the 2 schedules are conflict equivalent is the number of conflict operations should be same. Yeah, the first condition is satisfied. The second condition is the order of all the conflict operations should be same. Okay, now we'll check. The first conflict operation says that R1 of A, W2 of A. Yeah, there is a R1 of A, W2 of A. Both are correct. Now W2 of A, W1 of A. Whereas this one is saying that W1 of A, W2 of A. What is the meaning? This one is saying that if you find any conflict equivalent schedule for this one, that schedule first transaction 2 write operation should be performed, then it is saying transaction 1 write operation should be performed. But this is saying a reverse. So I can say that these two conflict operations, the order is not same. So I can say that the second condition is not satisfied. Okay, what is the first condition? The number of conflict operations should be same, and the second condition is the order of the conflict operations also should be same, but the second condition is not satisfied. So I can say that given schedule S is not conflict equivalent to S1. Okay, so now we'll see the second serial schedule. What is the second serial schedule? It says that you perform all the operations of the transaction 2, then you perform the operations in the transaction 1. Okay, so we will check that one. So what are the conflict operations possible? First, it is saying that W2 of A is having a conflict operations in the R1 of A. Then the second one, it is saying W2 of A to W1 of A. Okay, is it clear? W2 of A, R1 of A, W2 of A to W1 of A. Whether these two operations have any conflict operations, there are no other operations in the transaction 2 after this one. So we no need to check the conflicting operations, what are there possible with these two operations. Okay, so how many conflict operations we got? 2. So the first condition is satisfied. The number of conflict operations in both the schedules are same. And the second condition should be the order should be same. What this one is saying, R1 of A, W2 of A, but it is saying in the reverse order. What is the meaning? First, it is saying that in the transaction 1 you perform the read on a data item A, then come to the transaction 2 perform write on a data item A, but it is saying in the reverse order. So I can say that these two are not correct. What about this one? This is saying that you perform write operation in the transaction 2 on a data item A, then come to the write operation in transaction 1, but it is also saying the same. So these two order is same, but these two conflict operations the order is not same. So I can say that S is given schedule S is not conflict equivalent to schedule S2. Earlier we found that given schedule is not conflict equivalent to S1. So then what I can say, the given schedule S is not conflict equivalent to any of its serial schedule, then I can say that the given schedule is not conflict serializable. Okay, I hope you are understanding my teaching. If you have any doubts, please ask in the comment section. I will always there for answering your doubts. Thank you so much.